أهلا بكم أعزائي طلاب الصف الخامس. معكم مستر مجدي خلف ودرس جديد من دروس الساينس. هنتكلم النهارده إن شاء الله في كونسبت 3.2 وهنقسمه على 3 أجزاء. الجزء الأول والثاني شرح، والجزء الثالث بيبقى مراجعة عامة على الكونسبت بالأسئلة في كل المصادر الخارجية. عشان كده ما تنسوش تعملوا السبسكرايب واللايك والشير وتفعلوا زر الجرس. خلينا سريعا نروح لدرسنا. شوف عندنا إيه. Water as valuable natural resource. What does natural resource mean؟ يعني إيه natural resource؟ Natural resource any materials that found by nature. إيه حاجة موجودة بالطبيعة إحنا ما عملناهاش. Like what؟ Such as water, sun, air, metals like gold, iron, aluminum, animals, plants, oil, soil, and rocks. They are natural resources. So they are found by nature. We didn't make them. And they are so important. Without them, without natural resources, we can't live. We can't survive. Like water. Can we survive without water? No. Can we survive without sun? Sure, no. Without air, without metals, without any, so we can't survive without natural resources. So we must keep the natural resources and use them wisely because we need them urgently. Natural resource معناها مورد طبيعي، حاجة موجودة بالطبيعة احنا ما عملناهاش ومهمين جدا لحياتنا، زي الووتر والصن والاير، ما نقدرش نعيش من غيرهم. خلينا people must protect and conserve the natural resources on earth. conserve معناها يحافظ على. So we must conserve the natural resources. So this is the most important questions here. So why is water considered valuable natural resource on earth? This is the most important question. Why water is valuable resource? Number one, because all living organisms, including humans, need water to survive. Without water, we can't survive. Number two, water makes up nearly 2/3 of our human body. 70% of our body, yes, is made up of water. Number three, water keeps the body temperature of living organisms moderate. So what keeps your body temperature adjusted is water. In Arabic, كل الكائنات الحية بتحتاج للوتر، من غير ووتر هنموت. 70% من جسمنا water. آخر نقطة، درجة حرارة جسمنا مين بيظبطها؟ هي إيه؟ الووتر. What about the other living organisms? Look at this. Birds, 60% of their body is water. Jellyfish, 95% of their body is water. Fish, 70%. Dogs, 71%. Reptiles, 72%. So all living organisms, most of their bodies, yes, is made up of water. So water is a valuable natural resource. Why? Because all living organisms need water to survive. Water makes up 70% of our bodies. Water moderate or adjust the body temperature. There is a little amount of fresh water on Earth. Do you remember how much fresh water on Earth? Excellent. 3% of fresh water on Earth. So this is not a lot or a huge amount. So we must keep this little amount of water. So we know that 97% is salt water, and we cannot survive on salt water. ما نقدرش نعيش بالماء المالحة. We can't survive on salt water, but we survive on what? Fresh water. Fresh water is only 3%. So we must keep this little amount of water clean and we must not pollute it. Okay? Uses of water, I think we studied before, yeah? Drinking, bathing, cooking, transportation, cleaning, vegetables, fruits, and you can add 2 more uses here. Number one, generating electricity. That is called hydroelectricity. We can generate electricity from moving water. You see here, so the water moving down quickly. So make the turbine. You see there is a turbine here connected to generator. When the turbine rotates, the generator rotates and convert kinetic energy into electric energy. So water is used in generating electricity and agriculture or farming. اليزرع. Without water, we can't grow any plant. So growing plants need water. So easy. I think it's easy quiz. Uses of water. Okay, so you can include all of this in the uses of water. Sources of water. Here are the sources of water: fresh water and salt water. So number one, rivers. Do you remember? Yes. Number two, streams. Number three, lakes, ponds, rains, glaciers, and groundwater aquifers. They are fresh water. So rivers, streams, lakes, ponds, rains, glaciers, groundwater, they are the sources of fresh water. What about salt water? Yes, oceans and seas, they are the sources of salt water. I think we studied this in the previous concept. Sources of fresh water. What is this? River. Excellent. What is this? Smaller than a river. Stream. Excellent. Yeah. Rain. Excellent. What is this? Frozen water. Glacier. Yes. Frozen water is glacier. And this what? Groundwater aquifer. Yes. And this lakes and ponds are sources of fresh water. So we have 6 sources of fresh water: rivers, streams, rains, glacier, groundwater, and ponds and lakes. Next point, sources of salt water: oceans and seas. Now, conserving fresh water. Conserve. What does conserve mean? Conserve mean using water wisely. Using water wisely, or using water in a correct way. So what does conserving mean? Conserving means using water wisely or using water in a correct way. Give reason why. Give reason using water wisely or conserving fresh water. Because the percentage of fresh water suitable for drinking is small. It is not a huge percentage. It's only 3%. It is only 3% of fresh water. So we must keep the little amount of fresh water. So you can answer in another way. You can say because the amount of fresh water is only 3%. It is a little amount of fresh water. So we must keep it. We must use it wisely. Next, ways to conserve water. Turning off water tap or faucet. اللي هي الحنفية. So turning off water tap during brushing your teeth. Turning off water tap while you washing your hair. Taking a quick shower. So there are ways to conserve water. دي موجودة بقى في أحد الكتب. يعني بصراحة أنا مش قادر أقتنع بيها يعني أنا كتيتشر مش قادر. Drinking more juice instead of water. يعني إن أنا أشرب عصير كتير أكتر من المية عشان أحافظ على المية. يعني أنا درست الموضوع ده في الأمريكان سكول وفي الناشونال، في كل مكان في الدنيا. عمري ما شفت اقتراح زي ده نحافظ بيه على المية. عمري ما شفت في أي مصدر من المصادر الاقتراح ده موجود أبدا. يعني إن إحنا نشرب عصير كتير أكتر من المية، ده على أساس إنها بتمطر عصير السنة كلها عندنا يعني، أو إن العصير ببلاش، أو العصير ده مش بيتعمل أصلا من المية. فيعني لا هي علميا ولا هي طبيا. حتى إحنا لسه بنقول 70% من جسمنا مية. يعني والعصير بيتعمل مين؟ ما بيتعمل من الميه برضه. فانا ايه التوفير اللي انا عملته؟ بالعكس، يعني ده هيبقى اقتصاديا مكلف جدا. يعني مين فينا يقدر يدفع ثمن عصير، انه يدفع يشرب عصير اكتر من الميه؟ مين هيكفي؟ لا طبعا. يعني شايف الحل ده انا عامل قدامه اكس، انا مش مقتنع بيه اصلا. يعني هو turning off water tap it's okay during brushing your teeth. turning off water while washing your hair, yes. Taking a quick shower, yes, that is good. But drinking more juice instead of water, no, it is not a solution. ده مش حل أصلا يعني. Okay, now let's do some questions. I think it's so easy. Yeah, listen. Now let's do some questions. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? So the basic liquid matter which is needed by humans, animals, and the plants to survive. What? What is the liquid? Yes, water. Water can control what? Control length, height, temperature, or volume of the living organism's body. Yes, temperature. We said water. Yes, make our body temperature moderate or suitable. All the following are from sources of water on Earth, except which one is not a source of water? Aquifers, ponds, glaciers, molten rocks. Molten rocks are not a source of water. Among the ways of conserving fresh water is how to conserve fresh water. So you take a quick shower. Yes, I think this is a good way to conserve fresh water. Keep faucet opening? No. Drink more water? No. And taking a long shower? No. So taking a quick shower is the best way to conserve water. يعني أنا drinking more water instead of juice. بصوا النقطة دي مش عارف ليه مش بلاحق أبدا يعني دايما كده الأطباء كانوا بينصحوا ما زالوا بينصحوا اشربوا مية كتير اشربوا مية كتير. المية احنا لسه بنقول 70% من جسمنا مية. يعني مش عارف النقطة دي في مشكلة فيها. لكن هي طبعا the best answer is taking a quick shower to conserve water. Among the sources of water which human can use for drinking, what? Seas, ocean, salt water lakes, rivers. Drinking. So only water that can be drunk is rivers. The water of rivers, fresh water, we can drink it. Human can use water in all the following purposes except we can use water in fishing, yes. Generating electricity, yes. Transportation, yes. Weathering of rocks, no. We don't use water in weathering of rocks, but it is a natural phenomena. دي حاجة طبيعية بتحصل مش احنا بنستخدمها في كده. The amount of salt water on the earth is amount of salt water is the amount of fresh water. So you know salt water is 90%. Fresh water is only 3%. So which one is larger? Yes, salt water larger than fresh water. Next point. True or false? Water makes, so my pen. So water makes about 2/3 of human body. Yes, that's so true. Water makes about 2/3 of human body. Yes, this one is true. Number 2. يعني اعتقد زوم بيحط لنا حاجه هنا مش بيشوف منها خالص انا يعني. طيب among the sources of fresh water are rains. Yes, rains are among the sources of fresh water. So water makes it 2/3. Yes. Rains among the sources of fresh water. Yes. The percentage of fresh water is higher than that of salt water. No. No. Fresh water 33%, salt water 97%, so it is wrong. Turning off the water tap while washing your hair is from the ways to conserve water. Yes, for sure. Next, oceans are considered salt water bodies. Yes, they are the largest body of salt water. Yes. We can drink the water of seas? For sure, no. Why? Because they are salt water. Seas and the oceans are salt water. We cannot drink them. Write the scientific term of each of the following. Scientific term. So let's write here. Is the liquid that makes up about 2/3 of human body. What's this liquid? Yes, I think water, yeah? So water makes up 2/3 of human body. A type of water which is suitable for drinking. What type of water suitable for drinking? Excellent. Fresh. Yes, fresh water. Yes. Now put F in front of the source of fresh water and S in front of the source of salt water. Yeah, Nile River. Is it fresh water or salt water? Yes, excellent. This is fresh water. Seas. Seas and oceans. Yes, salt water. Yeah. Water streams. Streams are, yes, fresh water. So streams are fresh water. Lake Assal. Do you remember Lake Assal in Djibouti؟ بحيرة عسل في جيبوتي دي كانت ايه؟ Excellent. دي كانت salt water. So Lake Assal is salt water. Aquifer. Aquifer. The groundwater. So groundwater is what? Excellent fresh water. Oceans is the last one. Oceans are what? Salt water. Easy? So give reason. We must conserve fresh water. السؤال ده على فكرة لازم هيجي في أي امتحان، سواء في آخر السنة في أي مكان في امتحانات الشهور لازم السؤال ده هيجي. We must conserve fresh water. Why? Number one, we said that the amount of fresh water is, yes, is a little. Yes, a little amount of fresh water. Because the percentage of fresh water is what? Is small, because you can see the percentage or the amount, as you like, of fresh water is little or small. Okay, only 3%, only 3% of water is fresh water. Okay, the amount or the percentage of fresh water is little, so we must keep them. Question number 2. But I need to move this. I need to move this answer. Okay. Question number 2. Let me remove this. Yeah. You should turn off water tap during brushing your hair. Why? Why you should turn off the water tap or the faucet? Yeah, to conserve fresh water. To conserve fresh water. To conserve fresh water, you must turn off the tap. Easy? So again once. So this answer I write it again for you here. Okay. We must conserve fresh water? No, because the amount or percentage as you like. So amount or percentage of fresh water water is small, just 3%, only 3% fresh water. Okay, so now let's move to another point. Okay, so enough. This is the first part of the session. I see you next session and continue explaining concept 3.2. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We need your support. More and more support is needed for the channel. Thank you. See you next session. Bye.